So we are in a good
5,
position
4,
to
3,
beat this one,
2,
and this would be our highest
1.
dungeon of the season. So what a great night to take care of this and get this done. Get a nice 21 to kind of start our journey through everything. Let's get our files back on so we can have some extra beautiful versatility. This is kind of cool. Usually like groups just break up after one, but it's kind of nice that we ran that key, you know, and he was like, yo, like, let's run the 21 Shadowmoon Burial Grounds. Very kind of him to bring us along.
Five, 4.
Alright, we're trying to split the mobs up, I think, to minimize the sanguine healing. Did I even finish mentioning about the blood pools? I did mention that they're the weekly affix, but they will hurt you if you stand in them, and they will actually heal any enemies who are standing in them. And the blood pools drop when the enemies die. So if you're fighting two enemies and you kill one while the other one's at half, and they're stacked on top of each other, he'll drop blood, and it will like it can completely heal the guy up to full. Oh no, we went the wrong way.
Empower.
This is actually going to be sketchy, guys. There's a lot of swirlies to dodge here. There's also going to be, yeah, that. More swirlies. See, we actually should not be fighting. There's a guy in this pull that we should not be fighting. We went the wrong way. So this is a little sketch. And the reason we went the wrong way is it is random, and usually this ends up being the right way. I think we took a little bit too much time on that pull, maybe. Yeah, basically we shouldn't be fighting this guy at all. I'm not even supposed to be here today. Now he's doing his thing. We gotta avoid that. More swirlies. See, there's so much stuff on the ground. I just want to heal. Oh no! How did that hit us? Was that a pulse? That was the pulse, dude. Oh no. Okay, well I got an invisibility potion if I need to make it back to that guy. That is really unfortunate. So those arcane elementals are the #1 most dangerous enemy in the dungeon. So that's the reason where you usually pull like the side where there's one patrolling and there's one passive, and we pulled it the wrong way. Okay. Really though, this dungeon, not only is it like not have the most challenging monsters or bosses to fight, it also has a very generous timer relative to like how much there is to do in the dungeon. So losing a little bit of time there probably didn't hurt us that bad. What might hurt us bad, I've seen this happen before, I'm worried it's going to happen right here. These spiders, if you evade them, like, see there's one spider up there? If he doesn't come down, that could be bad for us later. One specific requirement for anyone who doesn't fully know, like, why don't you just run past everything, or invisible potion past everything? There's a minimum that you need to kill of trash monsters in the dungeon, so that's kind of what this percentage shows. Like right now we're at 19.67%. This pull is going to give us another 7 1/3%, and we'll be well on our way to, you know, getting enough. People will often have, you know, the tank. This kind of goes back to what we were talking about earlier, where the tank is sort of the member of the group who has the most. Oh no! No battle res?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I don't think he had anything up for that thing. Okay, well, that was a more unfortunate death. And here, we might need to use a potion here to invisible past this guy. This guy's gonna pull him. No, he's not. He's gonna... I'm an invisible pot, though. Yeah, I worry that... Okay, he brought it down good. I mean, maybe that was fortunate that we, This guy didn't even risk running back. Maybe that was smart. Maybe that was not smart. That actually sucks we didn't kill anything in the pack, though.
Empowered.
You know, this group, one thing I really want to give another shout out to my group that they're super good at doing, it seems like, is the sanguine management that they're doing is bonkers. Like, are they actually two of them are in a group together,
5,
okay.
4.
Okay, it's the shaman and the warrior together. But I feel like the monk has really been helping too, so he's like, must be on the complete same wavelength as the rest of these guys. Good for him. Okay, I did say that this is a very generous timer, but we are a little slow feeling so far. A big part of it though is the fact that we pulled that extra guy when we didn't need to pull him at all, and that really actually made like a huge difference. Like that pull, we would have aced through that pull way faster if we didn't have that that extra dude.
Switch.
The perfect sacrifice.
Our first boss right here. This boss is kind of like the #1 healing check, sort of, but like I said, we are not on the week where the bosses are buffed, so I don't expect that we'll have much trouble with this. We don't make any dumb mistakes.
Empowered.
Switch.
Oh, we hadn't lusted. Oh my goodness gracious. The shaman said that in his last dungeon too, that he messed up the lust. I wonder if it's an all and he's not used to lusting. That's kind of funny, or something like that. Well, it can't be that big of an all if we're in a 20 on him.
Switch.
Yes, the perfect sacrifice.
Uh-oh. Covered up one of the runes. It's bad. Kill them! Shoot her! Nice. Okay. 10 minutes in. Honestly, that's not that good of a pace, I don't think. I mean, we're only a quarter of the way through, and we're a third of the way through the timer, so those numbers are not adding up. We might need to step it up pretty severely here. But, you know, we had a pretty sloppy first part. Let's see what we can make of the rest of it. Like we can't get this guy out of the thing right now. There we go. See, like just there, the warrior tank shockwaved both of these spirits. That was a perfect example of what I was talking about earlier about tanks being able to use their AoE stuns to stop multiple things. He used a shockwave when they were both casting Death Blast, like synced up, and stopped both of them perfectly. Classic demonstration by the tank. I paid. This guy's a demonstrator that I hired, by the way. I was like, hey, I'm gonna need you to help me do a presentation on AoE stops for tanks. So we need to get into a Shadowmoon burial grounds. Alright, second boss here.
Will fuel my... Yes, come closer. Your souls are strong and proud. I will feast on your terror. None escape the void.
Alright, we're gonna get a shift soon.
Switch.
Former master.
If you have a penance saved up there, a powered penance, you can actually just insta-kill your soul as the healer. It's so fun.
Dance.
You cannot flee.
Look at there's every single one is so far away from where the group is. It's actually hilarious sometimes. This phase can be so easy. Like some of them, sometimes they literally never even appear on the screen. It seems like they're just so far away. Oh shit, I thought he was doing the soul steal thing there. I don't think we can kill him before he does it though. Yeah, this is rough timing. If we were able to kill this guy a little bit faster.
Switch.
Empower.
Okay, so now though guys, look at the timer now. We're a little under halfway done with the timer. We're halfway done with bosses and we're almost halfway done with trash. So we might have picked up a lot of time. I definitely have hope that this is not a lost cause because I think we just had a little bit of a slowdown in the start. But I think it's fairly... Oh no, we can't stand in that though. I think we can definitely maintain power here. Let's just keep our focus. That's kind of the main thing. Like losing hope and giving up like doesn't help anything. So now we are approaching the area. Remember I mentioned before the dungeon that I wanted to switch a talent so I could dispel diseases? You might, if you're very observant and familiar with the game, you know, I wouldn't expect people who don't play to have noticed this so far, but we actually have not dispelled a single disease. So you will be well served to know that the portion with the diseases begins now with these corpse spiders. I don't know if it's a surprise that something called a corpse spider might have a disease on it or be able to put a disease on you. But believe it or not, that is the case. Dude, I'm doing 50k DPS right now. Wow. That's awesome.
Empower.
I do think though the smart play is to dispelling one stack of the disease is bad because it's like barely anything. I really try to save it for 3 stacks, or if like other shit is like really going bad. And, you know, sometimes, depending on how good the group is, there might not even hardly be any diseases to go out. It is interruptible. The issue is that there are a lot of casts of it, and sometimes it's just not possible to get every single one. That's another thing that can be very good to learn. Like, you know, even if you learn every single spell and, like, memorize it and, like, how much damage it does and whether you should interrupt it, whether you can interrupt it, what you also need to know is, like, how important is it to interrupt that thing relative to other things that might be happening at the same time. Like there might be a spell with like a lightning bolt that like you can interrupt, but then there's also like a stun that will kill like the entire group. And so like the lightning bolt is almost like a trap. It's like almost daring you to waste your interrupt. Okay, so now we're definitely over the halfway mark, though. I didn't really point it out when it crossed, but we were pretty close to it when we acknowledged being under it before. We're 19 minutes out of 33, so at the very best case, we will have just under 14 minutes now to finish this bad boy off. Oh, shit. We have to kill this worm. There's one other worm right ahead that we'll fight. And then there's 2 more trash pulls. Oh no, okay, there's worm boss, 2 trash pulls, and then the final boss. So we are near the end, but at the same time, you know, we don't have unlimited time. Now we're down to 13 and a half minutes, you know. Believe it or not, the timer does not stop for any reason. You can't tell the game, like, hey, I have to take a big shit and get, like, extra time. Here's the other thing, going back to the, you know, comparisons, contrasts to, you know, the sort of Mario, you know, Final Fantasy style speedrunning where, you know, let's say we were deciding halfway through this run that we weren't doing very good and we weren't going to time it. There is no option to restart. If we were to restart this dungeon, the key would actually lower. So we're doing it on a 21 right now. It would actually drop to a 20. There is no way to, like, choose what dungeon or what level you want to do. It all depends on what key you have. So that's why I mentioned that this guy was very gracious to bring us into his key. Because he probably could have saved it for guildies. He could have done any number of things.
Wins.
The shaman's getting drenched. 2 people did during lust. Oh no.
Dodge.
And then our battle res died. Oh no. Okay, it is fortified, so the boss is not the most intense part. So this could be okay, but that is definitely bad. Because now we're missing him for the entire duration of the boss fight. Which, you know, you only have 3 damage dealer special characters. You definitely don't want to be losing one to, Who BR'd him?
Dodge.
Okay, watch out for that. Get closer for the pool.
Wins. Dodge. Wins. Dodge.
Okay, guys, final 20% of this boss. We're under 10 minutes to go, but keep in mind we just have 2 crash pulls.
Dodge.
Oh, dude. These are both really hard trash balls though, honestly. Like, this is a big one because there's spiders and bats, so this is the main one where, like, if the disease is going to get out of hand, it's going to be here. But the danger is you really can't use too many of your cooldowns because... Remember in the beginning of the dungeon where I said the shadow elemental guys are the scariest ones? You'll see, if you don't know what the last pull of this place is, it's 2 of those guys. So they are extremely strong. I'm gonna try to run ahead.
Empower.
Swirly Central right here, guys. think I kind of missed the timer where I would want someone to get in the dome. Okay. Once you kill one of them, though, it's a lot easier. The trouble with these guys is they can each do their Void Pulse, and it all hurts very bad. Especially if people are not even using cooldowns. Holy shit, that was so close. Okay. Rebuff. We have 14 deaths. I mean, that's not the most amount of deaths. It's not the least amount of deaths. Can't.
The Shadowmoon cannot be defeated. We walk in the realm of death.
Dodge.
I wish these guys wouldn't play so close together. Because they're both going to be taking it.
Dodge. Dodge. Dodge.
Empowered.
Hey, you know, even a team in the MDI has wiped on this boss
Dodge.
before, so never say never. But I sure hope so. I sure hope so. We have 5 minutes.
Dodge. Dodge.
Oh, dude, the monk ran into the
Dodge.
thing. I wonder if he rolled into it.
Dodge.
Yeah, if you touch this wall, it's gonna hurt.
Dodge. Dodge. Dodge.
I think it was probably Skyreach. Yeah. He probably charged.
Dodge.
Shit.
Army of the dead, arise!
Dodge.
I'm so glad that that thing wasn't pointed more towards where we were all standing. What's up, by the way, Newell? Thanks for stopping by for our first attempt at a 21 ever.
Dodge.
Empowered.
3 minutes to go.
Dodge. Dodge.
Probably should have schismed that guy.
Dodge. Dodge.
Whoa, 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 whoa. You can't drop that right on me when I'm trying to clear Thundering. How disrespectful. Guys. We did it. Skyreach strikes again. Railer Rabbit, what's up? Guys, we did it. Okay, feels good. Dude, oh my god, his key is a 22 Court of Stars. I wish it wasn't 10 o'clock. I'd love to do that, but